Instagram has brought many changes in its algorithm recently. Do you know how to increase your followers and get more views in 2020? In this video, I'm going to tell you how to do Instagram marketing in 2020. Hey, I'm Seema Gupta, Professor of Digital Marketing at IIM Bangalore. What does Instagram want? It wants engagement. Why it wants engagement? Because it wants people to spend more and more time on the platform. So it loves content which people love. So the content which generates views, likes, shares, comments and more time on the post, Instagram wants those type of content. How does it decide whether it should show that content to more number of people or not? Instagram has this concept of doing a micro test. Whatever content you put in the first few hours, it is shown to a few set of people. And then Instagram gauges how much is the engagement from those people. If the engagement is from very limited percentage of the people to whom micro test is conducted upon, then Instagram infers that your content is not adding enough value and not generating engagement, so its reach will get limited. But if your content is a success in the micro test, like in this slide you can see that so many people are liking a particular piece of content when it is shown in a micro test environment within the first few hours of the posting of your content, then Instagram infers that people are liking your content and hence it increases the reach of your content. And when it reaches out to more and more people, again a percentage of them will engage and some of them will share, which will lead to virality of the content. So the crux in cracking the algorithm of Instagram is to post your content at the right time. Because if you post at the right time and if you are able to get engagement quickly within 1 or 2 hours of posting, then your content will reach out to more people and hence it will become viral. So one way of cracking Instagram algorithm is by something called as content stacking. Content stacking means you leverage all the different formats of content on Instagram to boost your views within the first couple of hours of posting. Now, what are the different formats? So, you have photos, videos, post, story, live. Photos we know are easy to create, but videos are difficult. Story is also easy to create. Live is also easy to do. But photos are less on engagement, but video, story and live are high on engagement. So a good strategy to adopt is to, whenever you are just putting out the content, also create a story and tell people that you have created a new post and give the link to the post in your story. Also go live and in live tell people what the post is all about, what the content is all about, invoke curiosity so that people are interested in seeing longer form of content, maybe on IGTV that you may put up. So content stacking will give a tremendous boost to your views and make your videos skyrocket. When you are going live or doing a story post, make sure you are able to create enough curiosity. So people should be intrigued to check out your post. Another important thing you can leverage is caption. Caption is the text that accompanies the post. Caption shouldn't be in long paragraphs because nobody wants to read 1,000-word text. Break it up into small chunks which are scannable so that it's easy for people to get a gist what the post is all about. Like you can see in this example, it is broken into small paras of 2 or 1 line. Another thing you can do is ask a question because question always is interesting, but do not expect people to rack too much brain. Keep it simple so that it's easy and fun for people to converse with you and answer your questions. It's important to have a CTA, a call to action in the caption itself. Like in this example, you can see that the user is asked to do a number of things like tagging the friends or commenting or following the account. So have a clear call to action in your caption. It will propel action. Another thing is to use hashtags. Now hashtags many people use, but most do not know how to use hashtags properly. You can look at this example. Hashtag is in the form of a ladder. So there are hashtags which are at the top. Why they are at the top? Because they have huge number of posts and people are tagging that hashtag a lot. And then there are hashtags which are less popular. So it is like a funnel. So hashtags which are most popular are at the top of the funnel, and hashtags which are in the same niche but are having lower traction are at the bottom of the funnel. Most people will go for the topmost hashtags because they are just too popular and too synonymous with the theme or category or your niche. But that's a very big mistake because the competition in that hashtag is very high. So if you search for that hashtag and you will see only top post, but if there are millions of posts in that hashtag, you can never be found. So a good strategy is to use a less popular hashtag and then become the top in that hashtag and then slowly build your way up instead of straight away gunning for the topmost hashtag. It's very easy to find which hashtags is relevant for your domain. Just type your keywords and Instagram gives a list of hashtags along with the number of posts in each hashtag. So you can choose long tail hashtags which are not having too much competition, where you have a chance of acing it and then slowly build your way up. Now many apps are there which help you to choose the hashtag. You can check out some of these apps like Top Tags, Lee Tags, HashMe and AutoHash and so on. So basically you should choose low competition hashtag and then rank on top of those hashtags, then be discovered by more people and get more engagement on post, and then target higher competition hashtags. This is the right strategy for hashtags. Another thing you can do to basically reach out to more people is get featured by huge accounts for free. So the key is to identify curator accounts. So for example, we can see in this image, there is a dogs lovers account and it's a curator account. As you can clearly see in the bio that it is mentioned that it features adorable dogs. And for a chance to be featured, you have to follow the handle and you have to tag it. So the tasks that you have to do are also clearly mentioned. So look out for such curator accounts in your domain and niche and then do the needful. Also keep in mind the nature of the post that they are putting up. In this you can see most of the posts are of golden retriever. So make sure your content is aligned with the content of the account. Host competition that people will go crazy about and put that competition on your handle and make a post out of it and tell clearly how people have a chance. Like in this example you can see people have a chance to win a gift card. For that they have to do certain tasks like tag their friends or follow the handle and so on. Competition is a very good way of increasing your followers. Not just host competition on your account, but it would be icing on the cake if you can get other accounts to post about your competition. Like in this example, we can see somebody else is posting about an event and a conference and indicating to one's followers how they can win a free attendance to the event by following certain call to action. Maximize the network effect by also having multiple accounts. We can see in this example, Gary Vee, who's very popular on Instagram, has multiple accounts. Of course, some are not his own, but they may be belonging to fans. But the idea here is that if you have multiple accounts on Instagram with different themes or different sub-brands, then you can leverage the network effect and you can cross-post on different accounts. Another important thing is post your content on different social media. So you may also be having a Twitter handle or a YouTube account or a Facebook account. So whatever content you are creating for Instagram, make sure to post it on other social media account because every social media account has its own different followers. Somebody may be more interested in following on Facebook, so you may have a unique audience there. If you want that some people should follow you across all the handles, A smart strategy is to tweak your content for different social media. So rather than posting the same thing on Instagram and same post on Facebook, Twitter, etc., if you can tweak the thumbnail, if you can change the caption and give little bit different flavor to it, then you will give a reason to followers to follow you on different social media. To further boost your reach, arrange for shoutouts and shout for shouts. Shoutouts are very common on Instagram. So basically what it means is that some other account is endorsing your post, your content, and you get visibility on other more popular accounts. Typically these other accounts are influencer accounts. They already have a fan following. People are following because they are passionate about a topic, they are passionate about a niche. And many of these influencers, they have expertise and a command in their niche. You can do a shout out. You can reach out to influencers and ask them if they will do a shout for shout. Shout out can be of two types, paid and free. If it is a paid shout out, you basically have to just reach out to few influencers in your domain and ask them what it will take, how much money it will cost for your content to feature in their post. And they will indicate, and then you can see if there is some negotiation possible and execute it. Free shout out may happen, which is like a barter, and it is a mutually beneficial thing. This will happen when the two accounts have similar number of followers and similar amount of engagement. If you want to do a free shout out with big accounts, but if your account has less number of followers and less engagement, you are unlikely to get success in it. When doing a shout out, be very clear that what message will be posted by the influencer, at what time, what will be the duration, how the link will come, so that there is no ambiguity later on. Another way you can increase your followers is by reaching out to power influencers. Power influencers are unlikely to do things for free. So basically you should follow them. You can like and comment and build rapport with them and ask them how much it will cost for them to feature your content in their account. A smart strategy which you can do is you can create a private DM group. So for creating a private DM group, even though you have less number of followers and less number of views in your account, you can identify in your niche the power influencers and you can follow them and you can then message them that you are creating a private DM group and already these two accounts have joined. Would you want to join? Basic idea of a private DM group is everybody will back each other and everybody will promote each other's content on their accounts. So it will give huge visibility to everyone. So it's a mutual win-win situation. Now you get a benefit that you are able to become a part of this power group because you created it, because otherwise you don't have that many followers and that many views. So this can hugely skyrocket your views and followers. Another strategy you can adopt is go for paid engagement. If you are only looking at organic, it will be a slow growth. But if you go for paid ads, you can immediately skyrocket from 10,000 followers to 2 million followers. Did you like these tips for Instagram marketing for 2020? Please like this video and subscribe to my channel for more awesome tips that are likely to happen in 2020. Thank you for watching.